Hey there, everyone. Thanks for tuning in and welcome to the swamp. So, today I wanted to do a video covering a couple of things. I'm not going to go into too much detail as far as record cleaning. I just want to do a brief little thing. So, 2 years ago, I picked up this 16 ounce of this D4 disc washer. It's been 2 years, and I remember, I'll never forget it because it was a distinctive part of my life that I'll never forget. And I bought this 2 years ago this summer. And I picked this up at, it was a yard sale, it was after a yard sale, and they were clearing out a house, and whatever was left was come and take it for free. So I went, there was nothing there, but he was a bit of a record collector. And this 16 ounce D4 disc washer was in a cabinet underneath. It was like rolled, like way in a corner. And I took it. I didn't know. I assumed it was the actual stuff that was in the bottle. And I've been using it for 2 years now, and it works really, really well. Well, I ran out, finally, 2 years later, and I would put 2, 3, if it was really bad, maybe 4 drops per side of a record, which isn't much, but after 2 years, it's empty. So, the little, I think the D3 or D4 record solution, cleaning solution, they come in little black bottles. They're very common, and they get a white top on them. Well, I think they're 5 or 6 ounces maybe, and I mean if that, and they range like $5 to $7 or $8 depending on where in the country you live. So I just wanted to try and come up with a better economical way of cleaning my records. So I did a lot of research, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. I'll actually save that for another video. I'll devote an entire video talking about that. But I came up with one that I've been using for a little bit now, and I call it the FTR3 record cleaning solution. Patent pending. That's what I named it. And if any of you can figure out what that means, that actually does mean something. So I've been using this for a little bit, and it works. I'll go into detail. Let me know if you guys want to see it sooner than later. I don't want to really give a too quick of a review because I haven't been using it for that long. Maybe a few more weeks, and I'll do an entire video covering the FTR3 record cleaning solution. Okay. So the point of this video is I was at the end stage of sorting out the records that I've been selling. Now, the end stage for me is, so basically what I do is I go through, stage one is I go through and I pick out records that I want for myself. Regarding a record collection that I just bought. So I go through, I pick things that I want for myself. Ones that aren't any good, I mean, I will still put them out there because for some reason people, sometimes their standards aren't as high as others, and they don't mind if they're a little beat up. So I leave them there. If anybody wants them, they can certainly look through them and pick up the scratched records. I just sold a crate of 100, well actually it was like 90 records, and they were all beat to shit. And the guy bought the whole crate. Whatever. Just looking through them. I wasn't trying to scam him. Looking through them, and he bought them. So the record collection gets gone through several times by several different people, and then the end stage is I'm kind of going through and picking out things that's going to be donated, things that are going to be donated, given away for free. I have a few boxes out in my front yard. If nobody picks them up in a couple of days, I'll donate them to somewhere, to a church or whatever. So I was going through, and a couple of these I've had for a couple of days now. One I just found today in that collection. So the record for this one, we'll cover this one first. This one is Elvis Presley, Loving You. Okay, no record. Okay, I'll tell you the story. It's not mint. It's a little bit. It's not really. It's not bad. It's got a little bit of tape up top. The spine's okay. I mean, if I had a record for it, that's certainly go right in my collection. So basically, I was going through it today and putting the junk stuff in boxes and seeing if there's anything else that I overlooked that I want for myself. And I actually picked out a couple of Christmas albums, like Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton Christmas album and something else. So this one, I actually found this cover, and the record was somewhere else in the collection. It was in a completely different box. And so I cleaned it up and I played it, and one side was great. Second side, there was a one deep scratch, and I tossed it. I just got rid of it. But I wanted the cover, and the point of this video is I want to know if you guys have any covers that you don't, that you can't bear to get rid of, but you don't have records for them, or the records are just beat the crap. Now, I'll be honest with you. If the record's that bad, I'll either throw it away or I'll donate it. I'll keep the cover. I'm going to save the best one for last. I believe I showed this one a while ago. This was in the same collection. This is Elvis Presley's debut. This is Elvis Presley. There's the front, there's the back. Now I have I think one or two of these. This one I do not have the record for. The record was scratched, like beat, like somebody threw out of a speeding car in the middle of a race. But so those two are definitely worth keeping. Not necessarily looking for replacement records. I'm just keeping them because, I mean, why get rid of them? You know, I like the artwork. The covers are good. The colors are great. You know, so you know, I don't have many, but I certainly will hold on to those for a bit. So this next one is going to be, this is the best one out of them. This is actually in really good shape. There's no rips, tears. The spine's in good shape. The corners are nice and sharp. This one is actually, I'll be so bold and say it's rare. The record, unfortunately, just didn't make it. The record was just, you know what I mean, just was not good at all. And I was a little upset about that. But I said, you know what, why am I going to get rid of the cover? The cover is absolutely fine. This is Paul Revere and the Raiders. It's a Christmas present and past. Paul Revere and the Raiders. Just a cover. No album. Okay. And it says featuring Mark Lindsay. So, you know, those are a few record jackets or covers that I have that I just can't part with. You know, I just think they're too neat. And I just like to know, and again, you know, I don't want to make this a thread video. I'm just kind of curious if you guys have anything that you can't bear to get rid of, you know, as far as record jackets or covers, whatever you want to call them. And so let me know. I'm curious to know what you think of those and what you guys may have in your own collection. And a little bit later, as I said, I'll cover my FTR3 record cleaning solution. Let's see if we can get it there. All right. And yeah, so far it's working good. And as always, be kind to others. Bullying is not okay. Peace.